All right, so we did multiplying fractions, and now we're going to do multiplying some mixed numbers. Same concept, you just got to change a couple of things. So we're going to get rolling. That way we have plenty of time to do some examples. This might sound silly, but the biggest thing to remember about multiplying mixed numbers is SOS. And it's not, someone special. It's not save our souls. Like, I know that's what it's usually used for, but we're using it for something else today. So the first S stands for shape. Okay. And what I mean by that is, obviously we're multiplying mixed numbers. So we need to change the shape of those mixed numbers into a regular fraction. So turn all mixed numbers into fractions. All right, so it has to be in the numerator over denominator form. Totally okay if it's improper. Most likely it's going to be improper. So we'll put that just as a hint. Improper fractions are fine. Okay, so they just need to be fractions. They just need to be your regular numerator over denominator. Can't have a whole number at all. And then our next letter, the O, stands for operation. So what I mean by that is, well, operation, remember, is multiplying. So you multiply straight across. So no butterflying, nothing like that. You just go straight across. Okay, so just as a little hint, so it's bam, bam, and bam, bam. Okay, and the last S, anytime you're dealing with fractions, is going to stand for simplify. So reduce to lowest. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't even looking at the screen. Reduce to lowest terms. All right. So SOS, that'll help you remember that you need to make sure mainly the shape, that's the biggest one right here, is you need to remember that you cannot leave it as mixed numbers. You can't have any whole numbers whatsoever. So you have to change it. All right. So let's get to some examples. If you need to pause me right here to write down that stuff at the top, please feel free to do so. All right. First one, let's see. Let's do 2 1/3 times 1/4. Okay, 2 1/3 times 1/4. So remember, SOS. The first thing I got to take care of is that I got to change my mixed numbers, or any whole number actually. So this right here has to go. I got to change this one. This one's fine because it's your regular fraction form. It's a regular numerator over denominator, so it's totally fine. So the reason we had to learn how to do conversions before we did this is because I have to change this from a mixed number to an improper fraction. So remember, I got to do 2 times 3 plus 1. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So it's going to be 7 over 3, because remember the denominator stays the same. Remember, you don't have to change this one. This one's already in fraction form, so you can just go ahead and leave it alone. Okay. Now, just like when we did these yesterday, if you want to at this point, you could cross cancel to make life easier, or you can multiply straight across. Now, for this one, I say that, but there's nothing you can actually cross cancel. 7 and 4 don't share anything. 3 and 1 don't share anything. So you just got to multiply straight across. So 7 times 1 is 7. 3 times 4 is 12. So everything is in simplest form. So that is my final answer. Okay, not too difficult. All right, let's try another one. Let's do 4 1/2 times 3 2/3. Okay, so now this time, both of these have to be changed because both of them are mixed numbers. All right, can't be doing any multiplying with mixed numbers or whole numbers, so I need to change them to fractions. So remember, this is a times, this is addition, same thing here. All right, so let's rewrite this. So 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9, so it's 9 over 2, because that stays the same. This one, 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11. Denominator is going to stay the same, so it's still a 3. Okay. So once again, at this point, if you wanted to, you could cross cancel, and I'm going to, just to make life a little bit simpler. 2 and 11 do not share anything, but 9 and 3 do. What goes into both of those? Well, that would be 3. Okay, so I'm going to actually cancel these out, rewrite it again. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. 2 stays the same. 11 did not change. 3 divided by 3 is going to change to a 1. And now I can multiply straight across. 3 times 11 is 33. 2 times 1 is 2. The directions will let you know if you need to leave it as improper or if you need to change it to a mixed number. For the sake of this right here, we're just going to leave it as improper because that's not, our lesson's not really on converting it. I mean, we've already done that. So obviously, if you needed to convert this, I'll go ahead and do it. Sorry, I know I just said I wasn't, but how many times is 2 going to 33? Well, it goes into it 16 times, and there's 1 left over. But like I said, the directions are, if it's multiple choice, it'll show you which answer they want. Okay, because remember, they're equivalent. These are the exact same thing. All right, let's do another one. Let's do, I don't know, 8 3/4 times, let's get crazy. Let's do 5. Okay, don't panic, I'll help you. All right, so both of these are going to be an issue because both of them have whole numbers in them, so I can't be working with that. Things have to be in fraction form. All right, so let's take care of this mixed number first. So remember, it's times on bottom and plus on top. So 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 3 is 35 over 4. All right, and you might not know this, but anytime you have a whole number and you want to write it in fraction form, all you got to do is take the whole number and put a 1 under it. Okay, now it's in fraction form. Now it's perfectly fine. Now I can just go about and go ahead and do my multiplication. Okay, all right, so there's nothing I can cross cancel. 4 and 5 don't share anything. 1 and 35 don't share anything. So I just need to go ahead and do my multiplication straight across. So if I do 35 times 5, I end up getting 175. All right, and then you do 4 times 1 and you get 4. All right, once again, it doesn't say whether to put it as a mixed number or improper fraction. So I'll do it for both. Once again, so how many times is 4 going to 175? I'll be totally honest with you. I just used the calculator because I wasn't trying to do this in my head. 4 goes into 175 and it goes in there 43 times. All right, and then there are 3 left over, sorry. And then 4 is your denominator, because remember the denominator stays the same. So it's 43 3/4. So once again, either one of these, because they're the same thing. Okay? All right, let's do one more. Let's see, 4 times 6/7. Okay? One of these is fine. Hopefully you can identify which one's good. But this one right here is not good. We gotta fix this bad boy. So remember, anytime you have a whole number, all you gotta do is put a 1 under and it's fixed, okay? Don't flip it. Don't put the 1 on top and the 4 on bottom. That would be totally different, okay? So put your whole number on top and then put your 1 under on the bottom. All right, and then 6/7, okay? There's nothing I can cross cancel here, so I just gotta go straight across. 4 times 6 is 24. 1 times 7 is 7. We'll change it again just to be sure. 7 goes into 24 3 times. 3 times 7 is 21, so I've got 3 left over, and then 7 on the bottom. All right. So that is how we multiply mixed numbers and whole numbers. So we'll keep practicing with this, and hopefully you'll get the hang of it. Let me know if you have any questions.